As the leaves begin to fall and we work our way into the last weeks of the year, I honestly can't believe that we're about to enter into a new year and winter's coming. It still has not hit me, but I think it's really important to take this time and reflect on all of the challenges that you had, that you accomplished, or maybe that stumped you and you weren't able to accomplish, the goals that you set out for yourself. Did you accomplish them? If you didn't, why not? The successes that you had, because I'm sure you had so many, and then thinking and planning on what you want to accomplish in the next year. As we really hunker down for winter, everyone starts to go inside and you're not able to do as much outdoors, which I know is so hard for all of us, that you really take that time and reflect. You take that time and plan. And today we're gonna sit down and do a little planning, talk a little bit about some of the successes that we were able to have on our homestead and what we're looking forward to as we go into the new year. So come sit down with me. For anyone new here, I am Danielle, and a couple years ago we purchased our own 10 acres of land to start our own homestead, and every year brings on its own challenges. We set our own goals at the beginning of the year that we look to accomplish, and honestly, some years are really successful and some years just are a lot of sweat and work. But in the end, I am so happy with every year that we've had and accomplished here, and this year is no different. We were able to really expand the animals that we have at our homestead. We started off with a small number of rabbits and chicken. We were able to exponentially expand both of them. We were able to have beautiful litters of rabbits, which is just amazing to watch them grow, and we were able to share those with the community as well as add some to our freezer. And we also were able to expand our quail population. We got some more different types of quail that we were able to have the fertile eggs from our quail to keep reproducing more flocks of quail. And we also grew out our chicken flock. At the beginning of the year, we had a couple chickens. I think all of them were a dark brown egg laying color. We've now expanded to a wide variety of colorful egg layers. So we have nice blues and greens, different shades of brown, and we have around 30 chicken. We added on guinea fowl to our homestead, which, wow, guinea fowl are amazing. I think they're beautiful and they're funky animals to have at your homestead. They do the silliest things and they're a delight to watch over. And we also have a turkey named Glenn, which we love as well. And it's just been such an amazing year growing out that part of our homestead. But one of the biggest goals that we really set out for ourselves at the beginning of the year was to create our own garden. And not to tease this too much, it was very successful. This is definitely our first year with such a large scale garden, and the amount of learning curves that we had was insane. If you've gone through any of our past videos, you'll see that there's a lot of mistakes that we made. A lot of our crops weren't getting enough water because the system that we had created a lot of manual work, and it was too sunny where the plants were at one point in time. So we really had to work on that as well. So lots of learnings. And as you start this journey, if you've already started it and you have learned a lot, then definitely comment down below, because we're not alone. I know that for sure. But as we go into the new year, from those learnings, we've encapsulated a large amount of new goals that we want to set for ourselves. And I really want to share some of them with you today. I think something that I talk about on here all the time is automation. What can you automate? How can you make things easier for yourself? How can you cut down on manual tasks and create systems that allow you to have more time to make your homestead better, to give it the care and love it needs, and to really provide those additional items for your homestead? What this meant to us was building out an automated watering system for our garden. So that's definitely our largest project for next year. Right now we have a water catchment system, so it collects rainwater from the roof of our barn. It trickles into large water systems, and then we have a hose that we use, so it requires a lot more manual work. This means you can't really go away for the day, a long weekend in the summer, and if you miss one watering, it can really be detrimental to some of the crops. So what we're really looking to do is create an entire system where we can have the watering feed through all of the ground. You won't even know that it's there, and then pop out and have a drip system on top of the gardens. So something that we're really thinking about doing. We love all of the animals that we have at our homestead, and another goal that we have here is to start thinking more about how we can produce more profit from our homestead. Now, our main goal is to produce our own food and to just live in an abundant lifestyle where we're being more self-sufficient in that abundant lifestyle. And what I want to do here is not only have these for ourselves, but be able to produce some additional income from our homestead to help offset some of the costs of the feed and supplies that we need for our animals. When you start feeding large amounts of chickens, when you have 30 chickens, you go through feed like it's your job. Same with our rabbits and our quail. So how can we actually produce some income to offset those? And some of the things that we want to do is, one, we've been doing large amounts of egg sales, but my goal for the new year is to actually find a system with either a local store or mill where we can do weekly shipments to them. We can bring our loads to them weekly, and they'd be able to offset that for us. Obviously, the profit margins are going to be a lot lower than selling like one-to-one relationship, but I think having a system in place like that will really help offset a lot of the manual work that we have to do, as well as help bring in additional profits and have a more clear idea of what the monthly income will be from all of these items. We are also looking to do more sales of our rabbits. I think in the past we kind of did more word of mouth, telling people about it, posting on Craigslist or Facebook groups, but I want to be more streamlined with this and be able to actually have people coming up and asking us for rabbits. So I want to get a lot better at some of the marketing tactics that we have around our animals and how we can better accumulate more sales, more customers there. Homesteading is always going to be an ongoing journey. There's going to be challenges, there's going to be successes, and at the end of every year, I like to start planning and goal setting for the year to come. It's not to say these aren't going to ebb and flow, but this exercise is really important to me, and I hope could be important to others as you think about what you would really like to grow in and what maybe you don't want as well. When we first started homesteading, we didn't have too much real written down goals. We were just open to opportunities, and in the long run, I think it did hurt us because when we would kick off with things, it would just be at the whim of a moment. We decided we wanted rabbits that week, we got rabbits. But I think having that stage where you can really plan and think about it is going to make you more successful in the long run, and something that I wish we did more of, and now I really want to focus on doing more of. That's it for today. Really thinking about everything that we've done this year and preparing for next year. And I hope you're also starting to think about this, and I hope you have a good day.